Hi, my name is Shannon Thickpen. The Buckhead Christian Ministries Transitional Housing Program changed my life. After graduating, I was under the impression that I was going to have or be equipped to quickly come out and find a career, but it did not go that way whatsoever. You know, at the time, the economy was a wreck and I wasn't as prepared as I thought I was. My savings that I had put aside to get me through a couple months was exhausted, and I fell behind in my bills. I finally found a part-time job at Delta Airlines, but the shift was the late night shift, and I worked 7 to 2:30 a.m. And with that being so, I had to put my children in 24-hour daycare, so I would basically get off of work at 2:30 and get to them by 3:30, and then I had to get up at 7 to go take my 5-year-old to pre-K, and then basically be home all day with my little one, trying to catch some Z's. And I worked as many hours at Delta that I possibly could, being ready reserve, and that just wasn't enough. I wasn't able to catch up with my bills, so I was facing eviction and my car was repossessed. And I basically prayed without ceasing, and I have a best friend named Jasmine, who I leaned on a lot, and she mentioned Buckhead Christian Ministry to me, and I gave it a call. And from then on, it was just awesome. I was so happy. And I've taken a lot of skills from the money management classes and the life skills classes. I've taken a lot from those things and incorporated in my life, and just with the patience and the prayers and the kind words, I've been able to move forward and actually have life, life more abundantly. My credit score has gone up 113 points from the time that I started with BCM. I have a great job where I'm able to, sustain and do the things that I wanted to do all along with my kids and for my kids and just for my family and myself in general. And I just have like this bigger and better outlook on life now. It's just, and I feel like I have the opportunity to, assist and help others. And honestly, I just really owe BCM a lot of thanks, and I just really appreciate this program. Buckhead Christian Ministries Transitional Housing Program changed my life.
My name is Tidra Brown, and Buckhead Christian Ministries has changed my life. I've lived in the Atlanta area for almost 16 years now. From the time that I've lived here up until 2009, I've always maintained steady employment. I've worked since I was 16, and I've never been out of a job until the recession hit. 2009, I was working for a local government agency, and because my job was directly tied to the housing market, once the housing bubble burst, I lost my job. So for the first year and a half, I couldn't find any work at all. But I figured, if I just keep applying for jobs, that a job would come through and I'd be able to pay my rent. But the good job just never came, and eventually I was served an eviction notice. As it was getting close for me to get evicted, I started calling around. I called United Way's 211 helpline, and they directed me to Buckhead Christian Ministries. And initially they told me that there was no room in the program, but then I just kind of sat there and prayed about it, and I said, I'm determined they're gonna have to take me. I need a place to go. And at that point, I was introduced to Missy Lois, who told me that they had one space left. We sat down and we talked, and she explained to me the whole process of getting into the program and what was required of the residents. And as I sat there and listened, going through money management classes and life skill classes, I had always saved, but once I started doing the budgeting and keeping track of how I spent my money, keeping all my receipts, it made me realize that I wasn't as good with my money as I thought I was, and I really needed the money management help. It helped me to realize where I could cut back in my budget and to stop spending unnecessary money. And it also helped me realize that there are people in this world who care, that when you fall on hard times, that there are people there to help. And it inspired me to want to give back to the community and help others even more, because there's not just me, it's other people in this world that are suffering what I'm suffering. And when I'm able to exit the program and I'm in a better place, I would like to give back to the community.